And record. Welcome back to Beer Field Podcast. This is take like 64 because Hopper decided to go be cool with his homebrew buddies to leave Ryan and I to do this and me to figure out shit on my own. I am Dan Theory at Beerfield 30. I am joined by Ryan Miner at Ryan Miner _ FFB. We got 40 minutes to do this. Are you ready?
Let's knock it out. Yeah,
right.
Let's not fuck around.
We're not fucking around. Ryan, tell the folks what you're drinking.
I am drinking a basic beer, Sam Adams Oktoberfest, because I'm a basic type of person. What do you got, Dan?
Basic person. I am drinking a beer that I believe is called Forever. This is the Sandlot theme. We got Squints on there. We got Windy on there. We got a dry hopped lager, dry hopped with Citra and Sabro. Because we don't have drops and we just jump right into shit. We have some news, right? Somebody important got hurt. I think his name is Trey Lance. For the year.
Yes. I got a lot of flack for him because I was like, if he knew how to play quarterback and the NFL way, and they're like, oh, you're just basing it on one injury because he did this. I'm like, no, it's just the way that happens. I didn't wish an injury to happen. It just happened.
Yeah, that's kind of the nature of the business. It's freaks. It's always the non-contact, the like contact that ends up being the worst. That's why the statement that that mobile quarterbacks get hurt more often is pretty much false. The major injuries come from pretty much freakness, step backs, random cuts. You could be Joe Flacco or it could be Lamar Jackson. And it doesn't matter. You're going to end up probably finding some way to get hurt and freak sacks. All right. Hopper did a solid and gave us a bunch of check-ins. We're going to kind of go through this. We don't need to talk about the Chiefs backfield. I think we understand how that works. It should be
it's a three-headed monster.
Three-headed monster. Pacheco, I mean, again, he's not going to see much work unless the Chiefs are up. Clyde doubled the amount of touches McKenna had.
All right.
Not great, but Jets running backfield. The targets weren't as fruitful as we hoped. But
Hall, the carries were there for Brees.
Yeah, same number of carries. Hall had Carter had a little more target volume, but Brees got the touchdown. So it is what it is. Houston.
It'll be Hallsfield coming up.
What's that?
I think it'll be Hallsfield as the season goes on. It's eventually going to transition over.
Yeah, it should be. Carter will probably still see spell work. He should still be viable in some PPR formats if he's going to continue to get the bulk of the third down work, as this Jets offense should be playing from behind a fair amount. Houston's backfield, it looks like Pierce. They finally tried to get Pierce going. 15 touches for 69 yards. Burkhead just had 2 catches for 9. And
sexy Rexy shares are going down.
Yeah, that was pretty gross. You would think a game against Denver in a game, but game trick. Denver really didn't play. They look bad, and Houston.
Yeah, Denver hasn't showed up at all yet.
No, they're still not doing what they should be doing. Lose? I guess. I don't know. Jacksonville's backfield. They're 124-0, so game script kind of just dictated that. It was theirs really from the beginning. And he could never really get going. James Robinson had the bulk of the carries like he should, and then the target and reception work just was in ETN's favor. But again, when you're up double-digit scores throughout the game, you're going to see game script kind of flip in favor of your more grinder back.
Yep, just kill the clock. Makes sense.
Yep. Rams backfield, because it's going to touch up on where Akers is. Akers 15 carries to Henderson's 10. Henderson was the more efficient, but per PFF and everybody else, I guess Akers was the better looking back. The better graded back because of his pass protection. This is encouraging for Akers owners. I think it's time to trot him out there. It's just, I think this trend is going to continue to move forward, and Akers is going to get the work that I think McVay wants him to get.
So it's a work I want him to get also because he's on my fantasy team and I need it. Every bit of it helps.
Every little bit helps. Absolutely. Bengals. We'll kind of skip over the Chargers note here. Mike Williams, Gerald Everett both on double-digit targets, but there was no Keenan Allen. Josh Palmer was out in third receiver set, so he's out in 98% of the snaps. So just a name to note, I think, in dynasty leagues is Josh Palmer if one an Allen or Mike Williams gets hurt.
What blows my mind is how the freaking Bengals 0-2 with all this improved offensive line that can't seem to hold a defensive back at all.
It's tough. The offense, I mean, Joe Burrow's leading the league in sacks taken. The defense, they did okay. They did what they're supposed to do against Scooper Rush, but that offense is a little bit concerned.
Yeah.
But then again, it's very funneled, right? Burrow, Chase, Higgins, Mixon.
That is true.
I don't think you can take much away from that. They should improve off of their Super Bowl hangover. You got any concern from Russ Wilson?
Not yet. I mean, I don't like to overreact so early. I usually like to give it a first like after week 4 is when I start kind of like reacting.
Yeah.
I don't try to do the overreaction still then.
Yeah. I mean, in single QB leagues, I'd
still hold
bench him. Yeah, you can bench him. You don't need to drop him because there is a lot of upside.
But if I had Kirk Cousins right now, I'd be starting Kirk Cousins over him. Just until further notice. Like seriously,
it's not a Monday night game. I think I think he'll bounce back.
I screwed up starting him in that game. I totally forgot about that.
I don't believe in the curses. I also don't have Kirk Cousins anywhere because I don't know why. I actually liked him this year. All right, let's talk about your boy. Let's talk about our boy Amon-Ra St. Brown.
He's not Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's Sun God.
Sun God, which is what his name actually translates to.
Yeah, dude. Like, I wasn't so high on him. Being a true Lions fan, you think I'd be high on him because that's what us Lions fans do.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I'm starting to, go the other way now. I'm starting to jump, see if I can get back on the train.
It's
Amon-Ra St. Brown, man. He's pushing wide receiver 1.
It's
close. Top 5.
He's just breaking records right now. The dude is a must start, and until otherwise told, when Jameson Williams comes back, that's just a perfect fit.
Oh yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Like they both play completely different roles as a receiver. So
this week is the week he's going to break the 8 reception target, consecutive games. I think it's 7.
Yeah, it's tied with Michael
9
Thomas. Games. Yeah, he's at 8 right now with 8+. Very good chance against a very, very beatable Vikings defense. Little update on the Mike Evans Marshawn Lattimore brawl. Mike Evans' appeal got denied. He is going to be out this week. I haven't seen any other news for anybody else.
I was surprised Lattimore didn't get one either for throwing the punch at Fournette. That one didn't make any sense. And that's when Mike Evans went on the field.
Yeah, they always go with the person who responds, almost always. All right, let's highlight some of the great plays, some of the good players we got this week. Garrett Wilson, are you a believer in Garrett Wilson after his breakout performance in week 2?
Not gonna lie, definitely am, because it wasn't just a breakout in week 2. He even started in week 1. He was getting the target share in week 1. He had 8 targets in week 1, 14 this week. I think it's going to continue. It's just, will Zach Wilson continue when he comes back?
That's the one question, right? We got 2 more weeks to Joe Flacco. After their comeback win against the Browns, I think Flacco is going to be the QB until Wilson returns. And look, 59 pass attempts for Flacco in week 1. Week 2 is a little bit different story, but look, I love Elijah Moore, I absolutely do. But this looks to be Garrett Wilson's, kind of rise. So it's just something to take note, right? We're still 2 weeks in, we'll see what changes, but very, very encouraging. We'll give a shout out to Hopper for the Noah Brown call. He kept 5 targets, so he made the most of them, got a touchdown, but
hey, 5 for 5, 91, and a touchdown, you can't go wrong on that.
Sure. It's still Dallas's offense. Like I just can't. I'm sorry, I can't buy into it. Curtis Samuel, Is he the number one Washington?
I feel like he is. I mean, all right. So what was it? 2019, 2020 was the last time we truly saw him be the Curtis Samuel that we all thought this was going to be. And then the last couple of years he's been injured. Now we actually get to see the uninjured version of him
We get
that we
this.
all drafted earlier and decided to move on from him.
Let's also not forget Ron Rivera drafted him in Carolina. So
Yeah,
Ron
and Ron
Rivera has
Rivera
been
brought him in.
he's been wishing to get Curtis Samuel at this spot throughout his entire career. So yes, he must add flex at best, not flex at worst. The guy opposite of him, John Dotson. Are you
Dude, these
buying?
rookies.
It's
I'm not buying. I'm not buying rookies
not
yet,
yet.
but not him yet. No, it's just like because
He-
they're always being in like comeback mode. Don't you see that? Like with Washington, they feel like they're always in comeback mode, so they're always just going to keep throwing.
I mean, look at their division though. If the Giants continue to improve, well, Philadelphia is, I think, for real.
Yeah,
And
Philadelphia
Dallas is
scares
the
me.
one thing that will keep the game script going, but there's some chances.
How do you feel about Dotson?
He's bad. He's flex at best though. He's still going to be sharing a lot of outside time with McLaurin and until the offense wants to feature him more, it's going to be the Curtis Samuel show. Drake London, 12 targets this past week, touchdown 86 yards. On top of the Kyle Pitts thing too. Are you buying into the London hype, and how concerned are you of Kyle Pitts right now?
Definitely buying in the London hype because I mean, how else do you get 12 targets like that? Double digit targets.
He's definitely from behind a lot.
But I think eventually it's going to transition where the defenses are going to start shifting to London.
Yeah,
and Kyle Pitts will be open. So I think it's hard to say buy low on Kyle Pitts because you're not going to be able to buy low because no one's going to sell him after 2 weeks.
Have you seen Twitter's response to them though? Fuck, man.
Really?
Yeah,
I haven't been on Twitter in like 2 days. Oh,
people
I'm not freaking out.
No, I'm not.
I just keep starting him. It's going to eventually it'll flip. He'll have his weeks.
He'll reach the rookie wall when, as you mentioned, when the defense is shifted. Pitts is just too fucking good.
Yeah.
You don't need to mention the Ravens Dolphins game, insane to a breakout game, but the Dolphins were behind the majority of that game. I think it speaks more volumes to how banged up the Ravens defense is. So
it's not just their defense; it's their secondary. They couldn't stop anything.
Well, they're also keep getting hurt too. All right, let's shine the light on some people that are, I guess, pissing their pants. Darnell Mooney.
Gross. Absolutely gross.
I mean,
Chicago Bears offense.
I can't believe it. 11 pass attempts. What the fuck, guys?
Like I was never high on Darnell Mooney. I mean, I liked him as a player, but just like I just couldn't get behind the Bears.
It was so bad.
I didn't draft any Bear in any of my redrafts this year. I passed on every single Bear. Not even Cole Kmet. I didn't even draft. I thought about it, and then I went David Njoku.
God, Cole Kmet's an even bigger disappointment, but at least he was a double-digit round pick,
right?
Oh my god,
man.
Yeah, I'm bench, but he's very close to being dropped because there is no upside in the Bears offense. So
speaking of being close to being dropped, Kadarius Toney, what the hell?
I didn't buy into the I was intrigued, never bought into it though.
Because he was going, I think, 9th, 10th round, I think he was going at the highest peak.
He was single digits. He was 8th. Some people 6th, 7th, I think was the highest he'd go. It's
ugly.
Drop him.
Yep. Yeah.
It's not even, he's barely seeing the field. He can't beat out Richie James.
I mean, the grossest thing is like the only wide receiver I actually want off that team is Sterling Shepard.
I don't want anyone.
That's even bad.
I want Barkley. That's it.
Oh, that too.
That's it. It's a very spread them out game. No one's overtaken that receiving core. And then DK Metcalf. See, I mean, again, we warned you guys buying into the Seattle offense. I mean, is anyone shocked? He's not good right now. It's not his fault. But bad offense.
Tyler Lockett being good.
Tyler Lockett's good.
Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. He can be good.
Apparently not. Metcalf was good with Geno Smith. These guys were both not very expensive. Look, we got a couple weeks until you can drop them. But right now, throw him on your bench. All right.
If he drops him, I'd be picking him up. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. I would too. There's still a lot of upside to him.
Exactly.
All right, we're gonna quickly jump into
Week 3.
a beer. No, we're gonna do a beer
Oh,
review real quick before because again we're in an acceleration mode, Ryan, and that's just what we do. So how many sips have you taken so far of your of your
almost all
Oktoberfest?
of it.
All right, well then why don't you go ahead and give the people your thoughts?
It's not bad. I mean, it's a malty beer, like most Oktoberfest are. What does it say? Robust color, smooth, rich flavor. It always has like that. I always taste like that hint of like caramel to it every time I drink it.
Very very big characteristics of
Yeah.
noses. So
So definitely like a nice dessert beer to me right now after dinner.
there you go.
It's hearty and smooth.
Hearty and smooth.
How about you, Dan? How's yours?
Mine's mine's going down good. Again, I'm drinking the forever beer here. This is from Main and Mill Brewing. I didn't mention them. Main and Mill Brewing. They're out of St. Charles, Missouri. This is their Sandlot beer, dry hop lager with Citra and Sabro. Look, it's very juice forward, right? You get Citra and the Sabro that come out. This being dry hop, it's going to bring forth the juice aroma. So then, because it's a lager, it's going to finish clean and dry. So it's a very easy sipper, good for all sorts of weather years. And then, if you're eating a pizza, this is almost perfect.
Ooh, that sounds good
All right.
too.
I have zero clue with how much time we have left in the Zoom meeting. So we have a lot of games to get through, and it's time to get saucy. So Thursday night's game, we're gonna have to figure out a way to go rapid fire this. So Pittsburgh at Cleveland. Cleveland's 4.5 point favorites. 38.5 is the over under. 38.5. That is
It's
fucking
gross.
stupid low.
I don't even want to watch the game to be honest with you.
I have no interest.
You know?
Both offenses are terrible. They're gross. The spread feels too high for both teams that struggle to put up points. I'll take Pittsburgh and the points, and I don't care about the over under. I have no clue what this defense is going to give me. Is there any viable fantasy pieces outside of the obvious ones that you want to play?
No.
No.
You want to play Nick Chubb, Deontay Johnson. I can't play Najee Harris. I'm just not a fan of Najee Harris, but you're gonna play him anyways.
You have to.
Just
He's getting the volume at least, and you should have
yeah.
known that the offense is going to hold him back in terms of overall ceiling production. So,
And Pratt fire him with you're trying to hope for that touchdown. So I mean he's getting the targets, so it could be there for him tomorrow.
it's a rival game. Both teams want this. Both teams 1-1. All right, we're gonna go to Baltimore at New England. Baltimore is 3-point favorites on the road. 43.5 is the over under. Heartbreaker for Ravens fans like myself against Miami. The defense really held them back, but Mac Jones and the offense really isn't that good. But I'll take Baltimore in the points. This is not the Tom Brady New England Patriots and Bill Belichick. This isn't the same. Baltimore bounces back in a big way after an elite performance from Lamar Jackson. Again, Ryan, any names we need to know from here?
I just think maybe Mac Jones is a sneaky start. I mean, no one's going to really start him, but like if you're to do DFS, I'd definitely start him in DFS because I think him and Jacoby Myers and Nelson Aguilar will actually get the game going through the air because I feel like Baltimore's going to try to stop the run, and that's when they get. So it's going to be a Mac Jones game. I feel like this is the coming back out party that we hope to see because he's been taking a step back the last 2 games.
I mean, this is a secondary that you can expose. So if you believe that that Baltimore is going to win this game pretty handily, you have to believe that there's going to be some garbage time. And
absolutely.
They're going to have to open up the playbook and open up the field for Jones to be more successful in this, especially this offense that's looked pretty blah. But I believe
New England doesn't look ready. I think this is Lamar's game. It's going to be an easy game for him, easy win.
Yeah, should be right and easy. All right. Chiefs at the Colts. Chiefs are 5.5 point favorites on the road. 50.5 is the over under here. Indy sucks. And this is not
I don't think that's even nice enough.
This is not a good game for them for a bounce back. The Chiefs defense has improved. The pass rush is good. Like Indy's offense isn't scary at all. take KC in the spread. Like, I don't know if any's going to score enough points. I would think Pittman should be backed, which helps, but take
It's gonna
KC
have
in
to
the
be a
points.
Jonathan Taylor game. They're gonna be relying on
It
Jonathan
took
Taylor, and
him
it's not
till
gonna
like the
work.
fourth quarter to get going.
And Naheem Hines, and
Oh,
then
Heim
who's
should get his, yeah.
Action Doolin. I mean, come on, look at the market share he's
Action,
getting.
Action Doolin.
Yeah,
Action Doolin. If
freaking 33% target share.
if Pittman doesn't play, which I think he's on track to, you're playing Ashton Doolin. Absolutely.
Yeah, he's easily the new number 2 there.
Yeah. So you're playing all your studs from both teams. So
Oh yeah,
there's no way you're sitting obviously JT, even if it's off of a mid performance, what people thought would be a blow up. But you're playing your Mahomes. I still playing Clyde because I'm riding the hot streak.
oh yeah, me too. Same here.
And Kelsey, do you have any receivers you really want to play from KC in this though? Is there anyone that really jumps off there for you? Because
Juju. I feel like this can be a
he had
Juju
a quiet
game.
week too. He had a quiet week too.
We had a loud week 1. I
He
feel
did.
like this
He did.
this is gonna be the up and down we're gonna see.
Trend. He's gonna be the every other week guy. Love it.
Yeah.
Saints at the Panthers. Saints 3-point favorites on the road. 40.5 is the over under. Booker boy Baker, man, just
My
hasn't
Baker
looked
heart is
pretty.
very broken. Like I feel like him and I were like gonna go on a date, and he just never came and got me.
He just left you in the parking
He's left
lot.
me.
He
Yeah,
just
like
left you on your driveway.
I'm all by myself.
Yeah,
Like
by myself.
no, I'm on my own Baker stand. I stuck up for the guy, and then here I am.
You're just
I'm doing the walk of shame. My shoes are over my shoulders.
it's just
My
tough.
my scare is running. I can't take it any longer.
It's not like the Saints are that much better though. I'll take the Panthers in the points in this if I'm betting this. This is probably a game I'm just gonna punt though. Implied game total just I don't like. I don't trust either offense as they're very inconsistent. And Winston, I'm sure, is not fully healthy from his 4 fractured ribs or 4 fractures in his back right now. So
Yeah. Plus, we don't know the status of Kamara yet, if he's playing or not.
that too.
That's going to be huge. If he plays, I'd definitely take the Saints on that one.
You're ready for the game of the week?
Oh, let's do it. I know which one you're going to say.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. Texans at the Bears.
Yeah.
Bears are 2.5-point favorites. Might be the only game they're favored in this year. A 40 even is the game total. I just don't do this game. Don't bet this game.
17.
Don't bet this game. I think there'll be some points scored. If you're gonna put any money on this, just bet the over. Both offenses have some spark at times, and Chicago has to let Fields throw the football. Like, look, if you don't trust him, then why the fuck is he out there?
Like, he's got no one to throw to.
It doesn't like you have to figure something out. So I'm still not playing anybody. I'll play Montgomery. I'll play Brandon Cooks.
Damian Pierce?
No, I need to see it.
Pierce.
I need to see it again.
I'd be ballsy and play Pierce just to have fun. I like to see the fun because
the running game
defense isn't that great.
I mean, he's no Aaron Jones, he's no AJ Dillon, but they just shredded this team. So, look, in deeper leagues if you want to. I'm not advising it. This is not a game that I want to play any of my flex potentials in because it's just not. There's no implied scoring. So you're gonna play your Cooks. I'll play some Justin Fields though, because he actually runs in touchdowns.
If they get that close.
Yeah, no, they'll get that close. There'll be at least 1 or 2 drives. All right, how about the actual game of the week? Buffalo at Miami.
Start everyone.
Buffalo 6 points on the road.
Oh, I don't. Do you see that?
52.5. Buffalo is the best team in football, no doubt. They're in midseason form. They're so pissed from the coin flip gate. So start everyone, like you said, right? Gabe Davis is on track to be back. So, get ready for your 5 targets. And this Miami offense, we're going to see if Tua is actually for real. This is no doubtably his toughest opponent. He's going to play. At least he's got him at home. I'm taking the over. I don't see Buffalo, even if they get up, I don't see them
letting off the gas at all.
Not at all. Miami, and we know that there's speed. They don't.
Yeah,
There's speed there. I'm taking the over, and like you said, I'm playing everybody. Waddle, Hill. I'm not playing Gesicki because I don't trust the volume. But Tua, you got to be careful with because of how good Buffalo's pass rush is, just how good that defense is. But I think the volume's going to be there. So
I like
everybody,
it.
everybody. Um,
Yeah,
let's
don't
go
second
for.
guess yourself.
Don't second guess yourself with this. The running backs, Devin Singletary and Chase Edmonds, right? Those are the two
Yeah,
players. Don't chase the James Cook points in garbage time. Let's go with our game of the week. Lions at the Vikings. The Vikings, get this. I'm shocked. 6-point favorites at home. 52 and a
hell,
half.
yeah.
I've pumped Detroit up this entire year. I've also loved Minnesota. I think this is a
Is this the
comeback.
second shootout of the week?
It might be. I
Right?
mean, Detroit hung up 30 plus against Philadelphia. We know that Minnesota can score. We know that they're going to want to bounce back from their dreaded
They're
performance against
pissed.
Philly.
They're pissed.
They're pissed. In Detroit, I still think Detroit's for real. I'm still taking Detroit in 6 points. This will not be a blowout. This will be, even if a team's up by 10 points, you're going to see a back and forth. Somebody wins by 3. I think Minnesota is because they're at home, but I'm
I feel like
taking
we share a
Detroit.
brain on this one.
Yeah, I'm taking Detroit in the points, and I'm playing everybody.
Yeah, I'm playing Cousins. I'm playing Cook. I'm playing Jefferson. I'm playing Thielen. I'm even thinking about playing Osborne in like a deeper league as a flex play, man. Just because I feel like that game's gonna go back and forth. Just
Are
like
you
how
playing Irv
you were just
Smith?
saying.
Are you playing Irv Smith?
Dude, I hate playing tight ends in general.
I know. I gotta, but I'm not
But
excited.
yes.
But hey,
Yeah.
tight end position got a lot of targets on Monday night.
Between that and Hawkinson, it's like, it's a tight end.
That's true. That's
It's
fair.
not Kelsey, That's how I look at it. It's like it's not Kelsey, but we'll see what happens.
Or Goddard or
Yeah, it's
Waller.
just
Like even Waller. It's not Kelsey.
I hate the tight ends this year.
Who cares? Take the over in Detroit and play all the fun fancy players. Let's go with Bengals at the Jets. Bengals 5-point favorites, 45 even is the game total. This has to be their bounce back. This has to be. They get embarrassed by Dallas. The Jets are coming off a high wind.
Yeah, like who'd ever thought the Jets would be the better team right now with a 1-1 record?
I know.
Like no one saw Cincinnati being 0-2 like this.
I'm going back to the well. Maybe one more time. If they can't get it done against the Jets, then we'll have a different conversation. But I'm going back to Cincy, Burrow, Mixon, Higgins and Chase. I may even fuck. I'll even fuck with some Boyd if I need to.
He's sprinkling a little bit of Hurts on that one too.
Hurts, yeah. A little bit of Hayden Hurts
there. Getting over 5 targets a game.
I do like the backs here at Carter and Hall. One would assume that the passing offense, God damn it, that the passing offense can get this done. So
we got 10 minutes, 10-minute warning.
10-minute warning. Are you playing Garrett Wilson?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right. How about Elijah Moore? That's the only other
desperation flex.
Sure. I like it. Raiders at the Titans. Raiders are 2-point favorites on the road. 45.5 is the game total. Both teams 0-2 need a win.
Give me the Raiders on this. The Titans just look.
They look terrible.
Dude, even Derrick Henry looked terrible.
Yeah. A get right game for Adams, who came off of a pretty forgettable performance in week 2. Give me the Raiders. I agree with you.
Yep. Raiders and Jacobs.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be a Jacobs game because he's I think he's number 2 running back right now in carries.
God, it's just ridiculous. Okay.
Don't quote me on it, but I think I read something somewhere. He's like he has like 85% of like running back share, or 89%. It's almost 90%.
That's insane.
Something I read off fantasy data.
All right. Philadelphia at Washington. Philly's 6.5-point favorites, 47 game total. Take Philly in the points. This is their game. Like Samuel. I like Dotson.
I don't like Samuel. I love Samuel.
Yeah.
Samuel is back.
Slay is going to probably see more McLaurin than Dotson here. Dotson, Samuel, maybe a little bit Logan Thomas for after what the safeties did against, or what the tight ends did against Philly for Minnesota. And obviously you're playing Hurts, AJ Brown, Devonta Smith. Are you playing Miles Sanders and Kenny Gainwell?
Miles Sanders, ride it while it's hot.
Okay.
But
Goddard.
Jalen Hurts, man, one passing touchdown. One passing touchdown. That's all he has.
I don't care. He's got
right?
multiple rushing touchdowns.
But
So
it's
this is why
it's freaking
Canonical.
nuts.
This is why
It's
you
freaking
bet on
nuts.
Canonical running back. It doesn't matter.
I love it.
It doesn't matter.
I love it. I'm
All
all
right.
here for it.
All here for it. Jacksonville at LA. Chargers are 7-point favorites at home, 47 game total. Play all your players.
Yep.
Play all of them.
Yeah, I think they're gonna smoke Jacksonville on this one.
I think this is gonna be a shootout.
Does Keenan Allen come back?
Obviously if he does, you're playing him. If he's not, Josh Palmer, you can play him in flex option. This should be higher shootout.
So how would you feel about Gerald Everett? Is it all Keenan Allen based?
You're still playing him. I'm still playing him. He was so productive in week 1 with Keenan Allen. And plus his tight ends. You have to at least find something to like.
Yes, Evan Ingram. Something you gotta like on this one. Everyone's playing him this week as low end tight end 1.
All right, we're gonna go to the battle of get off my lawn quarterbacks. Green Bay at Tampa Bay.
GB at TB.
That's right. Tampa Bay is 1-point favorites at home. No Mike Evans, 41.5 is the game total. You have one of the slowest space offenses in Green Bay versus no receivers in Tampa Bay. I think
it's gonna be like watching. It's gonna be like watching the presidential debate. Really boring.
Yeah, it's just gonna put you to sleep. Look,
yeah,
they're running backs. Who are you playing in Tampa with no Mike Evans? You're not going to have Chris Godwin. He's not going to be back. Julio, if he plays.
Yeah, I mean, like,
are you really going to chase Brashad Perriman or Scotty Miller?
No, because they're also questionable. And then Jalen Darden and
I mean,
Hager
someone's got
Senior
to catch him.
are the only two that have
God.
like no red marks around them.
I'm not playing this game.
No,
I'm sorry. I think Green Bay wins, so I'll take Green Bay. Plus, I'll take Green Bay money line. I guess it's even money, but no. All right, Rams at the Cardinals. Rams are 3.5-point favorites on the road. 48.5 is the game total. Rams got to go in last week and then almost lost it to Atlanta. Arizona is the most frustrating team right now. They should be better than what they are. They should have lost to the Raiders, but they found a way to actually win this game. I don't know how. Again, you're playing your studs here. I would chase this game a little bit. Marquise Brown, you're obviously going to play. AJ Brown or AJ Green for some reason gets targets still. I don't know how or why, but there's still shit there for him. I don't get it though. You're playing Zach Ertz. Open. I guess because no one wants to cover him because he's going to drop it anyways. It's like, who fucking cares? Then obviously you're playing Kupp, Robinson. Is there any concern for Akers? Are you still playing Henderson despite the drop in touches?
You never know because he seemed to be more like the goal line type of back. So like when they got in the red zone there, he was more down there. That's how he got that touchdown.
I think he's a flex option at best. Don't be surprised if he busts though. I'm saying Sean McVay he wants to give Akers the bulk of the load. He's never viewed Henderson as an every down back. He views Akers as that. If Akers is healthy and getting there, you're going to continue to see that the snap share increase for him and the opportunity share increase for Akers. So be careful with Hendo. I agree you can play him this week, but you got to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, the ball's going to drop.
Yeah, we have 3 games left here. Great job. Atlanta at Seattle. No spread right now. 42 is the game total. Does anyone fucking care?
Nope. Start London, start Pitts.
You're so starting Pitts. This is like,
oh yeah.
I'm not have to. Up. There's no Earl Thomas done for the year too. Like there's
no defense there.
There's no defense. This might be the battle. This could end up being like a 50-point game because there's no defense.
Watch Tyler Algier be the waiver wire pickup next week.
Probably. San Francisco at Denver. San Francisco is 1-point favorites on the road. 45 is the game total. Week 3 for this Russ-led offense in Denver. It's got to get better. Judy, I think he's a true question mark for this game. After leaving last week's game, I believe, with a hamstring injury, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I don't love it. I don't. It's not a game I'm excited to want to stack in or throw my dart throws in. I'll say that.
The only dart throw I'm willing to throw, and I'm gonna eat crow for this, is Javonte Williams, because I was the biggest hater of him all off season, but now I see it's like starting to transition more and more to him. Just
Hey,
the slow pace offense isn't going to him like it should. Like he should have had an easy touchdown last week, easy
it's
touch on the end zone.
Nathaniel Hackett might be the thing that's actually holding this Denver offense back.
Yeah, he's so slow pace. It's disgusting.
Are you playing Russ?
No,
No, I don't either.
I'm
San
sitting him.
Francisco, there's no look. Again, don't drop him. You can
No,
sit him
absolutely
though.
do not drop him. As soon as you drop him, someone's gonna pick him up.
Absolutely. You got Trevor Lawrence against the Chargers. You have even Goff against Minnesota. There's better streaming options that probably has a little higher floor. All right, last game.
All right, let's do it. We got 2 minutes.
Cowboys at the Giants. The Giants are 1-point favorites at home. 39 is the game total. I think this goes over. This game's gonna be close. The Giants.
Do you think it's?
I do. Cooper Rush isn't very good, but neither is Daniel Jones. But both of these teams can just find enough offense to get them there. You have two good running backs. One of them's elite. But you have good enough players across the board. It's going to be ugly. Trust me, it's going to be ugly. But
Like a good ugly or a bad ugly?
I think it's going to be a good ugly. I think
Like
we're
a
going to see
Saquon Barkley versus like Zeke Elliott type of
maybe. And you might
ugly.
get a little
30 touches between both of them.
I'm there. No, yeah, right. All the touchdowns, literally everyone.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, whatever helps my fantasy teams. That's all I care about.
No shit. So
Wow,
I like.
I'm surprised you say that.
I like the Giants to cover the spread here at 1 point, but for some reason, I think there's going to be some points scored here. That's it. We did it,
We
buddy.
did it.
40 minutes. I'm out of breath.
And we still have less than a minute left.
We have under a minute. That's the show, guys. Thank you again for this accelerated recording. And hopefully I don't fuck it up too much when I upload it to YouTube. I am at Beerfield30. This is at Ryan Miner _FFB. We are Beerfield Podcast presented by the FF Face Off. Brian and Hopper should be back Sunday for the live stream. I may or may not be there, and we will see you guys later.
Later.